Yema a tea for Aquababa, I accommodate Ghana. So the best friend say, we have 4 channels, so I subscribe, like you video. Same way, I say, only a chance, so I know I have to comment section on them. Mama share a video in some way. Now, in some ways, I can't any other better to am a tea for. Now, say tea for version is for a Bosumia is a trail we Mahama Nano SC a Supreme Court. As I said, Supreme Court intimate trust a Supreme Court and a Chief Justice. Anyhow, I see a handle a Supreme Court. Now, last week, move on, so now, or science, so ever cast a MPP abino, as so a MPP phone coin, and a papu a Supreme Court on them. Then I right friend a Kpessa Whyte. As so Edna about to be a court and a stupid court. And on a court and SIT a run for a for content. Now, in whom will run a Kpessa Whyte or try apology at the Cọurt Supreme Court. Now, apology now or try, in somewhere a kutia in somewhere or Raja Mahama, I can't it's Supreme Court in just in some Mahama, I can and no crack. Now, men say a tea for me, you will caught near faculty the course between a Kpessa Whyte Supreme Court and Mahama and send someone of Canada.
Asante Pacho. Yanye Kpessa Whyte wejuma. Yanfa the informer. The kanfa the informer the Democrat and the bra. Neha sama the informer the Democrat and edbaye. Who we are now the dispatch, now the custodian, now the publisher. And so atuasuti. Yendi kanfa the informer the Democrat and neha asamu as captured by informer. Efa Michael Kpessa Whyte home. Na imuwa ya da sebre se atemdidie John Dramani Mahama, the former president, onua personally. Last week in Kwari Judge for Natem. Na any or say 2020 election, Kpessa Whyte Spitfire says EC can't be blamed for NDC's defeat. Enti bacho shenen so. Na ohenipa enaya odi omufoni agu animu ya. Kpessa Whyte ne da Mahama nchen no. Ena Jimensa ene Chief Justice nso da se. Asanja fe yewie or say Kpessa Whyte say or Spitfire say NEC cannot be blamed for NDC defeat. Asante yenfa the informer yenfa the Daily Dispatch the Democrat anu na yenra dispatch muhese na dispatch so capture and no the FI the Daily Dispatch and upon so the ho assemble or say NDC's 2020 election EC strong room rep speaks. NDC members need to know that elections are won or lost at polling station. Professor Kpessa Whyte and as captured by informer or also edbaye. As anti the custodian the Democrat we are near the publisher, Ghanaian publisher no every the custodian the Democrat NDC misled public on 2020 polls. Professor Kpessa Whyte tasked leaders to admit their failure. And Kpessa Whyte in the denimui, Kontomponi Kpessa Whyte on the denimui. The gra watching the spectacles we didn't throw him Kpessa Whyte. As anti yanfa the publisher no FNV. On to say Kpessa Whyte exonerate EC boss says she did nothing against NDC. That's the bre. Mami can tell way. We direct quotation. I opt to address this publicly because many have deluded themselves on account of the subject matter in a manner that is not helpful for our party. Indeed, if our party, the NDC, is truly desirous to win the 2024, it would make sense for the party officials and members to eliminate the delusion that elections are won from the EC strong room. That we lost the 2020 from the EC strong room. Elections are won and lost at the polling station. Professor Michael Kpessa Whyte and a post here. Where direct quotation. Again, Mikoti again. Also, how can a party that has admitted that it was unable to collate its 2020 results claim it lost from the strong room? Which results did the party give to its agents in the strong room? Why hasn't the party put out its results if indeed there were one? What is there to gain from deluding themselves into another defeat? God forbid. Let own up to our collective mistake and errors and stop the blame game. There is nothing to gain from self-delusion. Again, quotation here, I say, we must be truthful to ourselves. If we are serious about rescuing Ghana, then let's stop trying to hide our collective negligence by blaming people who otherwise were sacrificing on the front line of our cause. Kpessa Whyte again, and Odessa and Semi Ede Etuja. Now that's a brain. I say, Edu baby, we have some quotations to get you and know what is happening. That's a brain. I say, NDC and penny for platform so. And now, or request a resource. Now resource name ma.
There's almost system I break it down.
And or request a resource. Now ma and or sending message call platform to say, I didn't know you was strong room. Now more for resource in my what is happening? And they'll be friend with catch and say on delete message no platform no send this phone to me for resource in my strong room. When delete ya MPP for better so meant me quality resource. Ampany ampano omo kwotena ho say nti no munya abre any adaje AGT any biscuit because na results be any ho
man right adwuma
ambe quality.
It no the answer the benum team.
Nia ya ne say or the benum team. And someone baya na NDC for age 9 na Mahama buadi anim emomudi electoral commission for them. That's it. Until a certain mosquito decided to contest as the chairman of the NDC. That was the first time Yete said na NDC for intimi quality resource. Every patch away a tape, a audio, Tewason, Netie, Johnson and Siedun Katia confirming say almost system no quality 5 regions per and a system near then a crash here, Joma intimi and quality resource. We want to expose to you the party called NDC and the personality of John Dramani Mahama. Matisa Wachna Fifi Kote Finin Tronasi Beam. To Wachna was so by one series. You go to your seeding Katamra. You go to your seeding Katamra.
Into a presumptive leader, as a result of country as a money. Almost on Casse, train and me by me, my bear pointing, but he train me by in a trash I bring the old and think a bear train. What do you sabotage to say? Say, your man of fireman and yes, appointments, or you're prepared to resign as our national general. Sorry, and I'm Cassie. Say, because a young appointed a chairman resign as a minister. And Luti, Brande or Hono, say, Sabri, German, Elica. Can you teach us your appointment or Bayan and just our very resign? The German resign here, and also the Asem Cassia very line. Luti, young man of Kana, young appointments. And yes, appointments. Satamui, no Julio, Akamba. Bakan will meet in Nasi said, or no him said, the year pointing director of IT. Griffiths, no, or no Akamba him said, Griffiths, ne, Baumia, a war. Sumasi, Jumadi. Into the near Massa by Shannon Say, but the near Ma ever Shannon Sa, Yamin Tinti, because the Mahama said, when you are in town, and they are appointments. I know that your coalition, the system of the bus said. And then we both strong fine coalition. Only 5 regions now, or say are crashing. And until now, and until I young resource no at the right time say that the challenge the charcoal. Until young and say, oh, share region to region, I know I have so been Yawini. Akufo-Addo winning first round, the worst case then require second round. And so Krata were here on the Bakoche. In the ASA, Cọurt. And Yes, yen manual collation. Yes, once when the bank of Gigi, a pinches in running family. And then, tell my son, coach, and committee, no, so I collation, so no one a collation. Now, I'm going to talk of University 4B, no better chance. There are times so say me go jina da cabo. Mon find results from Rana min fangba. Results from Omo de man. They say who di jina da cabo bi ase who defend ya in be guase. So Ghana ha amanfo bu mi say ye benipa o nim dia wo electoral processes ma. Mani first ya maybe second. Sure. This also jina da cabo. Na me ko defend the figures be any defensible there. Me fast and grass and so on. And until me fast and man no comfort. And now, almost any young court lawyer Chicata ho. And yes, was our documents me. Wait to be a man can just say come once and pop. That's Andy call lawyer Chicata ho. Yakoi ko jaima to be ready mo adechi ofre o say mo meji so mo je wa grant here za me mai je say no na mo dey kokko today a mo ko pe mo lawyer na me dey meeting ko yesa na onu chikata no mo susu say o mo bu Electoral Commission for na bu mara pe free so.
All right, that's it, bro. It's where ye a see didn't get your leak tape we buy.
Yes.
Emma, what Kpessa say? Quality 5 regions and system near day. Break it down. So much me and to us on your collation be a yes, man, so quite Jada Camuno. Obi so some far resource in Remy. Almost ye nya be mount. And I said, then I mean, Fanco. Almost ye nya almost say, Omudio, my name call La Chicata. La Chicata here did not say, so much you are can't when I'm going to and your mom found community meaning couldn't that mum or him one Emra Kakrebo may be a bit more legal gymnastics, soccer for your markets. That's my main cobo tape and show. Yeah. At Ampany Ampa, a seeding Katia Cọurt war, Emma Nenum Kuguasi. Emma Justice, NDC form patrol. NDC form Supreme Court Judge for some Amedetrewi. Judge Nia Obisa Sasemi, a Judge Nia NDC under John Dramani Mahama, and no appointing no call the Supreme Court. So you find the Justice Yawapel. John Mahama Dika appointing no as sole commissioner. So Korea Korosimu. Oye no, and no appointing no call the Jumoye no so nani. Oye no appointing no call Supreme Court no so. Sa Judge no a friend say Justice Yawapel no. And the also sitting Katium that's bre. And I will soon sign no. Oh, yen is prefer. May Kotimra.
General, I know that when you purchase a pen drive, it is empty. And the data on any pen drive is generated by someone. So the pen drive that you attach to the hard copy and exhibited as Exhibit F, who generated or placed the data on it? Because when you were asked, you said you don't know what was on it. Who generated the data on the pen drive?
My Lord, as I said, honestly, I hadn't seen the pen drive and its contents till today. And I was relying on the hard copies.
But
the evidence is gathered by our Elections Directorate and the Legal Directorate.
So they gave it to you and you exhibited it as part of your evidence?
I did not exhibit that document.
As part of the petition, he did not exhibit it. He made it quite clear.
So he swore on oath that it's for him, and he brought it to us.
He exhibited it. So I want to find out who generated it. So it means your election generated it and gave it to you and you exhibited it without seeing it.
Hard copy copies of the document because of the time pressure. I was discovering this thing today.
Okay,
so that's why I indicated that I've been seeing.
I want to be very clear on these issues too. They're very important to me. Now, in all the figures that were mentioned as the valid vote cast and all those things, you were saying if the figures were correct, and that there were inconsistencies in the figures. I want to ask you, now, in your own calculation, what were the total valid votes cast in the presidential elections on 7 December 2020? In your own calculations?
My Lord, those calculations are reserved for a meeting for us to reconcile the figures because the first respondent herself keeps changing the figures. And so it says, when you bring your...
Excuse me, let's look at here. Tell the court. You see, when you started giving evidence, you said you had all representatives across the 275 constituencies. You said you put agents to use the... Yes, and they were to, collect the figures. You said it. Then he's asking you that from that, what figure did you get? You.
My Lord, I haven't brought that figure to court.
Okay. Then, from your own calculations, what were the valid votes cast in favor of the petitioners, to your knowledge?
My Lord, when we discovered this discrepancy, it was difficult to even know which figures are.
You don't know. You just answer. You don't know.
I don't have them here.
Okay. Then the last one. What figures from your own calculations did the second respondent get as the total valid votes cast in his favor?
My Lord, I don't have those figures here.
Thank you.
That's it, so this is movement in the morning there. What they are now, the Asem. That's it, so we here, say a boy sitting leak tape, and the Yakwa train Nasmo Kojina Supreme Court, Sunday, dance in John Mahama. Ever can say, and then there's so me boy. Or see figures, no. Obisana say, even pen drive crow coy and near me was in the sitting Kpessa say, oh, Onya wear crass say. Yeah, the pen drive use a man.
Now, Obi, I will say, we are key about Ghana. You can't near my being politics and once in same one. When you first have a second. Yeah, the pen drive master for Cọurt. Well, we didn't answer. I'm found question, machine one ready also. Now they call. Sir, Professor Hajibi was a doctor Hajibi. Yeah, sir. Oh, yeah, besides, sir, or candidates in your saying, or the meaning you now. I figure Bernard by. Okay, so we get to baby. Now we get to figure, or see, my Lord, meaning. Then finally, let me read this chapter now. I feel Kpessa Whyte, see a part of Nainibu. I say, thinking why on an internal party platform, we cannot, we cannot trust ourselves. Way after saw the information to so you catch and say, delete, And I say, why we cannot trust ourselves, made me wonder if we truly serious for victory. Not knowing that at the time the party's resource collation system had broken down, yet nobody cared enough to inform us about, but everyone was hoping we could bring victory. How unrealistic and pathetic can we be? The NDC big weed and the can home. And Obisa, or say, that's right. After such system, they break it down. One more electoral commission, Yam from Mumpan can't trauma say, NDC coalition system, they break it down. And you want to what's our resource in or the information to be said, now then I want for resource, it's a delete, and you send people for Bihuno. Now, Obisa, question Obisa say, how unrealistic and pathetic can we be? Now, also, we, HSNDC, and you serious as a party. And to me confirm amount. Say ampanyampa na resource no emma. Na this system na break down. No be a hunu nyansan so amo mamane. And Kpessa Whyte say otuka if Electoral Commission headquarters. Say wo kwa John Mahama fie. No kwa kubisa ne say ora John Mahama. Una asuma me say me ko is headquarters. Me to bi emma. Ya me biscuit, ya me tea. Ya no ma wie. Bi emma. What is happening? And also be the job was done by the Venerable Justice Yao Apel, appointed by the NDC and John Dramani Mahama.
Would it be right for me to say that by taking contrary instructions from the chairperson of the first respondent. Granted, what you are saying is true. You did not help the cause of the petitioner who sent you there. I don't believe that is true. We were working in furtherance of making sure that the results that ultimately gets announced by the first respondent reflect and represent the will of the people. And if she asking us to consult with the petitioner is part of how we could get there, we were happy to do it. But then, seriously speaking, you did not take your training seriously. No, please, it's not an appropriate question. I want to be clear. You've gone to do a particular job. Then instead of doing the particular job, then take instructions from somebody else. Then you leave your job. Is it that what I want to find out? Then you did not help the petitioner.
My Lord, with respect, his lordship is entitled to his opinion about what the petitioner did. In terms of factual evidence about what he did and the reasons that he has answered the question. So I don't think he can be harassed with these opinions.
Please, I take deference to that. I am not harassing the witness. It's not my duty to harass him. Well, I know that he has been sent by the petitioner to do a job for him. Then somebody tells you, go to the petitioner and consult him. If the petitioner could do the work, he himself would have been there. That's what I want to find out. But how am I harassing him?
Well, you're harassing him respectfully because the petitioner has indicated that it wasn't just somebody told them that go and talk to the petitioner. The petitioner has indicated that the returning officer...
The witness or the petitioner?
The witness. Thank you for the correction. The chairperson, not just anybody, was the person with whom his colleague had the conversation. And on the basis of that, they were sent to talk with the petitioner. And he has given every account. So if repeatedly an opinion is being put to him, that is harassment of the witness. And that's not...
That's right. Me Justice Yawapel. NDC. Ebreso and John Mahama personally and appointed Odika upon a Peace Court judge. And now appointing is Onkoye so commissioner. Oye so commissioner Jumani Wieno. On him and a Katie Amon Kosu over dressship. Orieno na John Mahama say Akwapano Kwafo, Oma Katie Amo Sundia, Bedubeko Supreme Court, no Dunuko Supreme Court. Justice Yawapel who say NDC for some of the back court no. Nyanse bieni. Enti Ampanyampa, it confirmed because I want to say and ultra say results be emma yari biscuits na wie ya no tin na wie no results nti ya ko Mahama ho redundant nti ya ko ya ko Mahama ho ne akwa ko bisa ne say e ba ne sen na results ma e ba ne sen na bibi emma ne akwa ko bisa no
badawru asema nipa uye Ghana ni a da bia me ka se Oya Ghana ni now ti asase we so na woni NDC for na tifie woni NDC for na wadwumam woni NDC for na wasori mu kura no a yes ru wo mo no me abonsamfo unum yenta me ka say Kpessa Whyte nso be kan ni nyina achi no ayati se de wode ayikwato platform so me ka say onyi mfiri ho no aso be kan ni nyina achi no o ma hunu ne say de waka no de agu part nani mu ase ntunum de wasa ba twere ma me kan kyerɛw folks ignore the misleading and mischievous headlines of Asasi Radio and other online news portals trying to exonerate the EC from misconduct in the 2020 elections based on a message I shared recently. The EC under Jean Mensa remains the biggest threat to our democracy. Well, and so I can't
so we
because Mahama ni NDC for ko yifri ho entity o kan bi dia apepa ho
yenyimi Ghana for
Ghana for jimi wo Kpessa Whyte
that's bre and say we nyina achi no said the former president etwa ne ho no be fresh Supreme Court adjudge for say unanimous 7 no we be can say Akufo-Addo park court won ti ono so ba be appoint NDC for akodwa court wa me patro Justice Yawapel no e kedawo NDC ya kase keda organ how to answer
Rollins for no
and Crawford Rollins be pa omo a oni omo ni ye adwuma from kedes no na Justice Yawapel no keda owie no NDC for na appointed no e ma ne ko Mahama na appointed no ko Supreme Court ba ohun say Mahama so we aba court no nyansa bi anim
to on so nkwase asem
bi a ma bo on the question na see din ketia a question Kpessa Whyte and na Kpessa Whyte abekam no kure
kan no kure ni na
Electoral Commission anya bone
anya fi
Supreme Court nso nye den anya bone entina ne o ho ti se obi ba na obetu futu aguani a anopai ya den
ya bibi so 2016 month me ankoleti results 2020 month me ankoleti results na mo ye debe party mo so ramasa be ye de da di ha Ghana fo nyina adwen
incompetence
no too much
incompetence no aye ka no incompetence
na o Mahama say oba appoint na kwatani akodwa wase me kwa mi nchia obi na nchia na wona akodwa obi o Mahama ho na be mo be president of Ghana aputo na ka Ghana fo ye jimi se me ba o fa ni fa na aba
o fa hin na
aba
wonam he
o Mahama na u Mahama u ba be president nke go fra brofo no so mo nsa me di esu bi o fa so be pa na o ma ni anya free so because uba ye mfiens and nine ni kakra be di yi bibia ye ma o man bia no ye ba ho ka adwuma akwa en Kumasi airport wodi ankania ekobo from runway so no wodi ba je 29 million say 24 million
28
no hu sika ye de be no anka bia be 12 million bi na anka betumi aye enso di be bu Ghana for edge sika ni di o so na wodi
obesi second interchange
we usa be bu ye sika odi si second interchange akufado ebetumi de sisa amiensa poku ase de yesu
akufado de 9 no a wo si ni na ne boafo o kana ni na boma ne boafo sin second interchange enu so de bu ye
we ase we eni na hin bia
odi bu ye so to na ase na frade
alomi we ya ba si we ya odi hai o jama NDC de me tese me hu obi odi NDC achipa titru secretary ni bi enya hwe scantia ska because some bunch of akromfo no ba no be wie sika ne dia no mo kombe bi